welcome back to my channel. My name is Honeika. If you come in for the first time, welcome, and do not leave without subscribing. If you're already a family of this channel, welcome back, and remember to like, subscribe, and share. Comment on this video and all my other videos. Tell me what you'd like to see and if you enjoy this video. But guys, we need to learn not to complain, because guess what? For days we've been having rain and more rain. And if you can see behind me, it is very sunny outside and it's hot out there, but there are a lot of wind, so it don't feel that hot. So I'm always having some thoughts, but this time my thoughts, I wrote them down on paper. So we need to remember that God is in control of everything that happened on this earth. Yes, everything. And nothing happens without his say so, without his permission. He allows a lot of things to happen. Some of these things are not things that we would like to see or like to see happen to us or other people, but we need to remember that there's always a reason. There's always a lesson in all of this. Now, when you look at this pandemic, all we need to do is pray. Pray. Right? If you look around us, you know that he never leaves or forsakes us, because that's his promise. He's always there. We are the one that actually withdraw ourselves from him. Yes, there are times when things don't work our way and then we pull back and we're like, God, you said this and whatever, but we need to remember that we have a part to play in this as well. There are flooding, a lot of struggles that are happening, but then at the same time, when you look into yourself, there are other people out there that is going through worse than what you are going through. You have people right now, they lose their home, everything, the house gone flat, flooding. I remember some years ago that I had to be sweeping water out of my house where I was living before. I had to sweep water out. That day we had a tropical storm and I was at work. And when I was going home in the night, you see trees all over in the road. When I got home, my house was like a little bit lower than the level of the main road. When I step into my yard, the water was up at my knee. But I still give God thanks, because at the end of the day, when the water run out, we get to clean and we still have somewhere to live. Some people right now don't have nowhere to live, so we gotta give thanks despite of all the struggles, the situation. Right now people are losing their family to this pandemic, to the weather, natural causes, and at this time we have people that are in grief. Right now, my heart goes out to all those who are in pain right now. People are that in grief. People are going through. Man, I'm not seeing that everything is hunky-dory and happy-dandy with me. But I still thank God for what I have and I go through, because I still have not gone to my bed hungry. Now, he says he will never leave or forsake us. He said, ask and it shall be given, knock and shall be open, seek and it shall find. And that is from Matthew 7 verse 7. In everything, put God first, let him lead the way. Trust me, I went to work this morning and I remember I had an issue last week when I went to work. And this morning when I was going to work, I said, God, I'm me and you, I'm me and you this morning. And I mean, that issue that I had at work last week, it pushed up him like an ugly head this morning. And I said, no, God, remember me, have the conversation there this morning. Just make this thing just go through for me now. And may I tell you, say, people, I had no trouble this morning at work. No issue this morning with that situation at work. I had that situation 2 weeks back to back at work. And this morning when I was leaving the house, I said, God, me and you are going to work this morning. Yeah, me and you are going to work this morning. And when I got to work, I checked this thing out and it was like, no. It not work this morning, I said, God, remember, I know me and have this conversation. And I asked her to yes. And I mean, like about 2 minutes, when you start get discouraged, and I say, no, this not happen. You tell me, say, me and you go this morning. Me tell us, say, me and you go this morning. Yeah. And trust me, guys. It was like, toot. And I said, thank you, Jesus. Because you have to thank him. If you buck your toe and your toe not broke, it not swell, the toenail not drop out, you buck your toe, you gonna feel some pain, but you say thank God, because guess what? The toe could have broke, you could have lose the toe, you could have lose the toenail, and then at the same time, you could have walk with a crutch. You can't wear shoes, panty, you have to cut off the toe and all these things. You have to get God thanks because you still have the toe. You understand? Alright, some of us escape the virus only because of our faith in God. Because in everything you have to have faith, you know. You understand? Because if me never have faith this morning, remember me say, oh God, thank you, Jesus. And he never lose hope. As I always say, Mr. Hope never did. Yes, they say wear mask, sanitize, physical distance, social distance, but some of us follow these advice. Some of us follow the advice, but some do not follow these advice because they guess what some of us suffer the consequences. When you do not follow the advice, you suffer the consequences, because guess what? I heard the story about this man. I'm not sure if it's a true story or it's just a tell story. Say that, you know, and it was like a cartoon. And like they show like somebody come and give him the mask, and he hold his head high and was like, God will cover me, God will protect me. And he was going about his business, and somebody said sanitize, and he was like, me not sanitize, God will cover me, God will protect me. Then this man got sick, had the virus, was hospitalized, and he said, God, you said that you will protect me, you said that you will cover me, but yet still I am sick, I am in the hospital, I now have the virus. You know what God and Simon tell him, say? I sent somebody to give you a mask, and you said, no, you're not wear the mask. I sent somebody to tell you to sanitize, and you said, no, you don't have to sanitize. Listen, there are sometimes God is warning us with earthly stuff. Like you go out the road and you see one taxi, and the taxi man say him now go your way, but then you see him pick up somebody down the road where that person is going exactly where you are going, but yet still the driver say he's not going your way. Don't complain, don't quarrel, don't fuss, no muss. I remember I was going to primary school, and I have a neighbor that was going to very technical at the time. I was going to Old Harbour Primary School, right? And I was living in an area where the taxi and the bus driver them do not want to stop there. They not stop there. They just feel like it's a bad area, but it wasn't. It's just it wasn't. I can tell you. You live on the main road no bad. The most thing we have my car run off of the road, run in your yard and all these things. But this particular day, she was coming from school, and you know Maypen Town is a hassle in the evening. If you know Maypen, hassle in the evening to get on a bus to come to Spanish Town or to Kingston. She was entering the bus. They said no, they're not carrying anybody to that area. They not stop there, so they go straight highway. They weren't going on the highway. They were going into Spanish Town, but they don't want to stop there. All right, fine. Almost to my gate, the bus met into an accident where quite a few people from that bus, because the bus was rammed, it was a coaster bus, and it met in an accident. People, they had to get helicopters to pick up people to carry to the hospital and all of that. People died on the spot, people died on the way to hospital. I mean, it was dreadful. When she was almost home and she saw that accident, I mean, the accident happened walking distance from our house. And when she saw the accident, she was like, Mommy, I believe, say, me are going at a bus here, and the conductor say, him nah carry me, because him nah stop. People, the accident happened, which part the man say him nah stop. So it's a must stop. But looking at it, if she was on that bus, she would have been in the accident as well. But guess what? It wasn't for her to be in the accident. So God made the conductor tell her, say, look, me not stop this, me not care. But at the same stop, by force. So look at this. There are a lot of disappointment that reaches us But God is making an appointment down the road for us. So look, we need to take the warning and take heed. Take heed. Yeah, man, the story about the man I tell you. When I look back at that story and I said, look at this man. And then you remember some things that happened. Look here, if you ask your mother for something and your mother said no, hold it. Yeah, you're going to feel disappointed. Yeah, man, but at the same time, it must be for your good. Or wait. Wait. When our parents talk to us, it's for our good. Sometimes our parents talk to us in anger, and because they're angry, we look at it and say, I choose she vex what she say. But remember, God put our parents here for us to govern us. God govern everything in the earth. Him govern everybody in the earth. So we have to remember, people, I see a lot of people coming out on social media, them not wearing a mask, them not wearing a mask. Look, the mask is not only to protect you. The mask is to protect somebody else as well. Because when you have on your mask, when the next person have on their mask, the person probably sneeze, the person probably cough. It may not be the virus, but it may be something else, and you catch it. Because none of you wearing a mask. Wear the mask in public areas. If we go to the store, we have never had a case. So we are like, but when people come in and out of this island, if you're coming in contact with those people that are coming in and leaving in those public spaces, you have to wear the mask to protect yourself. I carry a little hand sanitizer in my bag when I'm going to work. I have a mask and I always have an extra mask, because if by chance I move it and it drop, I need to have another one, because I don't know what's on the ground. So guys, we gotta protect ourselves. We gotta have faith. We gotta keep hope. We gotta believe. We gotta work together to get rid of this thing. We gotta pray more. Come on, man. We pray. Link together and pray. Fast. Because remember, God have a hand in everything. Him know everything ever happened before it does. He know that I was going to be here sitting down talking to you about this. I didn't know. Because trust me, right now I'm saying a lot more that is on this sheet of paper. Just one piece of paper. A whole lot more. So guys, we need to be mindful of all these things. Remember, when you protect yourself, you protect another person. You protect your family member. Because if you go out the road and you have to rub shoulder with somebody, you have your little wipes or your sanitizer and you wipe your hand and whatever. You don't have to do it in front of that person. But when you move and are away from them, you can, Me always like have wipes from long time. Sanitizer from long time. So this virus never tell me, say, do. I already know that I'm supposed to do these things. But we never wear no mask. But yeah, we are doing it now. But what I can say too, if you have to wear a mask, you can wear it fashionably as well. Because a lot of persons were wearing masks like to parties and all these things. So why you have a problem wearing a mask to protect you? Why you have a problem wearing a mask to protect somebody else? Remember, God have hand. He knows everything before it happens. All right, guys? I hope you walk away with something from this video today. And I thank you so much for watching. Please do have a blessed day and stay blessed. And check out my other videos. All right, guys? Bye.